Those levels are great for me. Thank you. You must do this regularly. All right, here's one for the ocean. I drove up with the ocean today from the Oregon coast. It was so beautiful. I forgot how beautiful. Heart was once a stone that would not be broken, locked in a shell I vowed never to expose it. Then like the ocean, he came to me flowing with persistence. He could help me open. He came back like the tide again and again, and he took a little sediment each time he went. Yes, all of this sand on which I'd been choking, it could not withstand the strength of the ocean. Like the sea in the shell, I can hear him approaching. The sound of his breath sends my heartbeat exploding in love. The poem that can't be spoken. I thought it was something else, now it's time I rewrote it. 'Cause it turns out that love is not just some emotion. I know this feeling don't come from him only. It was always here. I just needed him to show me that all of my fear ain't as deep as the ocean. Shells from the reef settle at my feet. I used to take them home, now I leave them at the beach. They do not belong to me, and I've spent too much time holding on to bones of the past. I throw them back so that they can keep growing. Oh, sitting at the shore, I can finally see that it's not the man, but everything that brings me love. You can't separate what's flowing, and each of us is a wave in this great big ocean. The wind that's blowing, the sea as it's foaming, face that's glowing, the embrace of unknowing. Love's always growing each and every moment, no matter if we don't notice. 'Cause our heart, once it opens, never closes. Oh, love is a shipwreck that needs a little probing. Swim past the jewels and the gems, 'cause when love's genuine, it needs no token. Oh, deep into his eyes I dive, and I am beholding. When I return to the surface, a whole new world has awoken. Oh, love is the sun as it paints the blue sky golden. It's the kiss of the current as the mist turns the surf into a rainbow. It's the trust that's more real than the dust on my heels from all this roaming. It's the breeze and the sail of the boat that's so frail, but it keeps coasting. The love he gave me is as great as the ocean. No longer am I afraid to swim. The love he gave me is as great as the ocean. I've discovered what love is inside of him. See you. All of you. My name is Cygne. It's a new name. Old game. I wrote this song when I got back to Santa Cruz this winter. I'd been on the road for about 11 and a half months, and I was looking forward to a couple weeks of R&R. And I did have a couple weeks, and then it rained, which was great because we needed the rain, and we still do. But then the rats came in with the rain. They gave me fleas and other things that are not appealing to talk about. So I wrote this song. It's called Acedia. I get really high, I get really low. I got more from my family than this knows. Sometimes I'm hot, sometimes I'm cold. Mostly I worry about the state of my soul. Oh, there's more to me, there's more to you. There's more to be than what I do. I talk really fast, I walk pretty slow. I got nothing to say, don't do much anymore. 'Cause where there was a tree there now is a hole, and all these leaves got nowhere to grow. Oh, there's more to me, there's more to this, there's more to you than what I miss. Oh, there's more to me, there's more to go, there's more to life than what I God, are you angry? Are you sorry I came to waste a good life? Why don't you take it away? 'Cause while I'm not all that bad, I'm not always nice. I don't know what's wrong, but I know I ain't right. And there's more to up, there's more to down. There's more to love than what I found. More to fast and more to slow. And the more I live, the less I trying to send a letter that I never wanted to write. Blackberry Lane, everything has changed. First house on the left and the street is a dead end. So you drive by it once and then you drive by it again. Blackberry Lane, don't it feel so strange? See through the blinds and you cannot help but stare. Then you reach for the mailbox as if someone were there. Blackberry Lane, don't it feel so strange? Blackberry Lane, never quite the same. Play more? Yes, play more. I have to rehydrate. I ate a lot of raisins on my way up. There wasn't time to stop. There were 6 accidents in a very short while. This one's called She Don't Belong to Anyone. Which is the truth. It's a truth we all have to deal with, you know. I feel like in my life I fluctuate between wanting to be free and wanting to be bound to something. Like as a kid I used to always lie on my back in the summer and just feel that sensation of falling into the sky, like there just really wasn't anything tethering me. And you know, what if the earth stopped spinning and everyone was just flying out into space, and I'd envision like clutching a tree to try to stay, but then the trees would be uprooted because all the dirt was falling into the sky. And these are how I spent my childhood afternoons. Hence, a rather dark catalog of music. She don't belong to anyone, but she hopes to belong to me. Spend a lot of time right in between her sheets. If you hold her up to the light, you will see what it says. To love you gotta lie in someone else's bed. Then after a while you'll recognize what's true. You'll take what you have learned and bring it back with you. Finally you'll see just who belongs to whom. She's got my ink on her body now. My words move when she do. Oh, and longing doesn't feel so good once long belonging has been known. And longing is the sentence that I have written on her soul. I'm ready to amend it. These scars have almost healed there's room left for new letters to rewrite how I feel. Or maybe it's how she feels. Oh, it's hard for me to know when I'm burrowed in her flesh. It feels so close to home. Oh, home, that was the promise. I hope to soon make good. She don't belong to anyone, no. If I could, you know I would. Belong to her forever, belong to her right now. It's hard for me to remember, there's no difference anyhow. But I don't belong to anyone and she don't belong to me. Sometimes I get jealous 'cause I sleep best in her sheets. But she don't belong to anyone, she belongs to everything. And if I can't have it all, I'll settle on this piece. Thank you. This is the other side of that. It's the Libra way. This one's called Don't Let Them Collect You. And I wrote it when I was in Manhattan, which is where I generally come from. Although for the past 7 years it's been my Subaru. Don't let them collect you. Don't let them collect you. They're just trying to get you, put you on their shelf. No one's gonna protect you. No one's coming to the rescue. They're just dying to dissect you, so you better take care of yourself. I'm sorry if I upset you. I didn't see them possess you. I didn't believe they could infect you. Yeah, turn you into something else. They're upon their shelf. This one is for the ocean as well, which is my greatest love. I get very anxious if I don't see it regularly. And when I got back to Santa Cruz, there was a lot of dead stuff in the water. And it was this winter, you probably saw some of the Fukushima videos going around the internet, and everyone's freaking out, and then they're saying everything's fine. And it was just a very sad moment of reflection, and I wrote this song to kind of process it. It's not an upper, but I promise I'll play you one afterwards. I save them for the end so that no one goes home and drives into a tree. And it's still light out, so I'm giving you the dark matter. We bombed Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Now that radiation is coming straight for us. Dead fish are washing up on the shore. Now it ain't so clear who's losing the war. The health officials say that everything is fine, but I know that a pacifier don't stop babies cry. Eventually that baby learns to talk, and the future will tell us who lost. The day of the tsunami, I was flying through space. Over the Atlantic, I felt safe above the waves. I trusted the pilot, I trusted the machine. And we all know just how dangerous faith can be. Faith will build a tower and faith will knock it down. Faith will send 3 ships the whole wide world around, and faith in holy water can save a life. But eventually everything dies. When I woke up, we were over Pakistan, and the snow on the mountains was cleaner than my hands. I wanted to dive into that great, bright, shining sea, and to bathe in the light like the sweat of a lover's white sheet. Oh, no one will tell us how bad it was, how bad it still is, but I have an idea, because my hands are only as clean as the water with which I wash. I can scrub till I bleed, still some stains just ain't coming off. On the West Coast we interned the Japanese. We say it as if we were helping them to earn a degree, and my textbooks describe in great detail what the Germans did. If you attempt genocide, you'd better be prepared to win. Indians were never Indians, but it made no difference, 'cause they had what we wanted, and so did the Africans. So we took, and still we take some more. Nothing pays as good as winning the war. Freedom isn't something you can buy or sell, and now even these oil men can't afford themselves, nor the borders they built that eventually will fall. When the earth quakes, the only line that remains is the fault. We bombed Nagasaki and Hiroshima. We say we had to do it to end the war, but I know we're just the biggest bully of the sandbox. Now the tide's coming in, and we're stranded with pockets full of rocks. Oh, the tide's coming in. They don't appreciate that one in every town. Houston was a little tense. Thank you. I'll do one for Faith now. That's what's keeping us here, I guess. Hopefully it isn't what sends us off. This is Motel Room Blues number 3. And if there's anywhere that Faith is handy, it's in a motel room. Especially one of those $20 a night bedbug hotel rooms that I used to spend my early days in. And this one came with a Bhagavad Gita, which you guys probably know because we're in this bookstore. Some ladies in Pensacola recently thought it was a bag of drugs, which I thought was pretty awesome. But if you don't know, it's a Hindu text, and it's a story of faith. But it might as well be a bag of drugs, because, you know, it could be anything. The phone book, the Bible, and the Bhagavad Gita, an empty motel room and me. The phone book, the Bible, and the Bhagavad Gita, I'm beginning to feel obsolete. I think God has forgotten me, maybe just ain't found me yet. I keep calling and calling, but tonight he ain't taking requests. So I open up to random pages, looking for some kind of sign. I keep calling on strangers just to pass the time. The phone book, the Bible, and the Bhagavad Gita, an empty motel room and me. The phone book, the Bible, and the Bhagavad Gita, and there ain't nobody here to see. If my book had just one letter, well, it would be why. I know I'm no saint, but tell me who is when even you won't pick up or assist the soul that's in need, the soldier on her knees, or calling on Krishna or any deity, yeah, whoever's at home. God, we both know you're never too far from your throne, and I've been living on air, singing my prayers to busy signals and scriptures that don't give a damn. Poor as Job with nowhere to go, and Lord, I know I'm not what I feel as old as these listings, outdated, no sign of a savior. 'Cause life is your party and you're not handing out any favors today. The phone book, the Bible, and the Bhagavad Gita, an empty motel room and me. The phone book, the Bible, and the Bhagavad Gita, but tell me, does anybody read? The phone book, the Bible, and the Bhagavad Gita, it's getting real hard to believe. The phone book, the Bible, and the Bhagavad Gita, there's nothing left to do now but sleep. Thank you. It's bothering me. This one's for a little ghost. Straight for the answers, straight for the answers, you reached right into my very soul. How'd you get in there? How'd you get in there? You tell me, how did such a young man get so old? Well, I don't believe in time, but I believe in ghosts. I take my chances, I take my chances, I took my chance in letting you go. And I don't believe that I will ever give up my hope. And I don't believe in lies, not even my own. When I look into your eyes, I see a ghost. Actually, changing my mind. This one's called Blue Moon. I wrote it for an Italian friend. And I'm headed back to Italy in a couple months, so if you know anyone over there, please let me know, or let them know. It's very exciting and also kind of terrifying. I've been planning it and looking. The most terrifying part is that I won't have my car. It's really... Oh, darn. Okay, we're not going to do that song. G string. All right. This is another song about destruction and falling apart. I'm glad you're on board. It's a critical part to creation, apparently. It's destroying stuff. Humans have just taken it to another extreme. But how appropriate. This one is, it's about vulnerability. It's such an uncomfortable thing, and yet so important if we want to grow. Walls are coming down. I can't figure out where to hide my hurt so you don't find it first. Walls are coming down. I'm caught inside out. Naked as a pane of glass. Feel my frame start to crack when you rang my bell. Those walls, they fell. Walls are coming down. I can't keep you out. Though I know it isn't safe. God, it feels so good to break when you rang my bell. Those walls, they fell. When you rang my bell, those walls, they fell. When you rang my bell, I fell, I fell. May I have a teeny bit of this in the monitor when you get a second? Just when you're back. I'll feel less like wimpy up here. A little electric in the monitor would be awesome. That's great, thank you. Typical guitar player. It's never loud enough. Actually, my amp has an 11. I don't know if that's like they all do or... Anyway, this does. I get a kick out of it. Here's Motel Room Blues number 1. An empty motel and nothing to eat. 11:30 is too early to sleep. An empty bed and a broken TV. Just salt and pepper and I need something sweet. An empty motel, they I'd like to leave, don't know where to go without me. So I lie here empty and try not to think, with a Bible and a couple of drinks. And I try to guess who the hell this Gideon is, oh, and what's it doing in my drawers, and it could be you instead. An empty motel, it's 2:45. A few more hours and they'll come to clean. An empty bed with a burn on the sheets, a heavy head and a couple of missing feet. And I lie here in my mess, listening to the pigeons. I lie here, I confess that I don't know what my religion is. Oh, but if I just can guess, I put my bet on my emptiness. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna do one more and take a little break. Put some strings on, but I don't think I need all of them for this one. If Keith Richards only needs 5, I only need 5. I'll tune them just to 2 anyway. You might have noticed, guitarists. Thank you so much for being here and for listening and sharing. I do have CDs and shirts if you'd like to peruse the suitcase over there. And I do hope you'll stick around and get more coffee and tea and other goodness. Maybe a Bhagavad Gita. I'm sure you guys have a Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, there's one. You can fight over it. I think I have one in my car too. This is Stay at Home. Don't go to Los Angeles looking for success. They'll take all of your money, your honey and your friends. Don't go to Los Angeles, they'll take all they can get. And if you ever try to leave, you'll see you've got nothing left. Don't go to Manhattan looking for a job and looking for true love or anything you want. Don't go to Manhattan, they have no use for you. Oh, and even if they did, man, there ain't any room. Stay at home. What do you need when here at home? Baby, you got me. 'Cause if you go out looking for something that you lack, oh, if you ever find it, you're just gonna have to give it back. Hide out in the country if you feel the need to roam. Hide out in the country, better yet, stay at home. Stay at home, here with me, here at home. Baby, we got everything we need, got no reason to leave. Stay right